Hello out there, Facebook Live land. Steve Sipress here. Wednesday, February, whatever the heck month it is, April 26, 2017. So my brain is a little fried. Yesterday was a spectacular day one of the Icon 2017 event, and over the past couple of days, I've shared some strategies on how to make the right connections and get the most out of attending an event. And I had a fantastic day yesterday. Also made one major mistake that I'll tell you about, and maybe you can kind of hear a little about it in my voice. Like, woke up this morning and pretty much had no voice. Like, and so here's what happened. I mean, the event, first of all, at this event, I've got clients that are sponsoring the event, speaking at the event, hanging out at the event. Hung out with past clients, present clients, future clients. And really exciting, if you are a client of mine or going to be one, this is the real exciting thing, is this is an event that is hosted by a technology company, a software company. So it attracts a lot of these technical genius people. I don't even know what to call them. They're just genius technical developers of software and gizmos and gadgets and hoo-has and whatever, things that are like doing all kinds of miracles for small business owners. So every year when I attend this event, I make it a point, absolutely. I got to get to every single one of these booths where someone is displaying and demonstrating their latest, greatest software, something that automatically does this and puts it here. With social media, I mean, things are exploding because it's like, oh, we can take this and it automatically does this and puts this onto Facebook and then feeds it in here and a boom and a bond. I'm like, holy crap. So what I'm doing is, as I'm going around, all I'm thinking of is my clients. So all I'm thinking of is, okay, your thing looks great. Now, which one of my clients could this be really a game changer for? Oh, I got it. It'll be awesome for this one and that one. And then I get asked questions right there of the inventor of these amazing things and say, would it work in this? Tell me what you would do in this situation. And I got a client here who needs to do this. And with oh yeah, oh, in fact, more than that, we've done it for this and that. Oh, we did it for for Ford and Chevy and some other big companies. And I'm like, okay, but I'm talking about small business owners. That's my clients, my world I live in. Oh yeah, no, we've done all kinds of small business owners and this and that and whatever. We would do this and this and that. And I'm like, that's awesome. So it'll be another day today of just thinking about my clients and going around and seeing what everyone's got. Now, a bunch of stuff, not every booth has something spectacular, even when the guy thinks it's the greatest piece of software on earth. I'm like, yeah, that's not something they need or whatever. But how many do I need to find? I mean, I find one, I'm revolutionizing the life of my clients. Lloyd Irvin. Lloyd Irvin, awesome. Awesome seeing you here, man. I'm talking about Icon 2017. I know you probably, ramp down your attending of events these days, Lloyd, if you're here, other than the events where you attend with your students who are like kicking people in the head and knocking them out. For people who don't know, Lloyd is a world champion many times over, mixed martial arts, and he's an unbelievable manager and coach of people and teaches it. And, man. And Faith, great to see you here. So I'm making this kind of quick because here's the mistake I made yesterday. Okay, did a lot of things right and all the things I talked about the last couple of days. The biggest mistake I didn't make, which tells me I should have shared it the last couple of days, mostly with myself. And it's a cool thing that Lloyd's here, being a world-class athlete. The point is, you got to be physically prepared for these events. I, for one thing, was on my feet pretty much the entire 14 hours I was there. I was 20 minutes eating some lunch and about 20 minutes grabbing some dinner. And meanwhile, the whole time I'm bouncing up from the table every 2 seconds. Somebody cool is walking by. So, hey, there's, Clayton Mask, the CEO of Infusion Soft, got to talk to him. And, man, he's on the cover of my magazine this month and on the cover of another magazine one of my clients publishes. And he's all, we're excited. We're talking. And it's another home run event of his. I've been there 9 straight years. And people are all like, man, you've been here forever. What? Yeah, first one I went to was like, I don't know, 100 people, 100 or so of us, and we're all having lunch with Clayton and all the people that run the company. It was just a small little thing. Now there's 3,000 people in the room, and it's a big, big deal. But that was cool. Oh, Ryan Dice now comes by, and I'm like, he had just spoken, and I hadn't realized he had just spoken. I wasn't in the room. He's going, thanks for that, dude. So we're having fun, making some jokes. I got to keep jumping up from the table because people are coming by. I can't even sit there and eat lunch. So my legs are killing me. I'm like on my feet all day, and if you can tell, I lost my voice because what happens that after the event, the schedule with the speakers and all, and the event is over, from 7 to 10, they got the VIP party. So we're out there on the rooftop with the gourmet food and drinks and everything's going on, and they got a 10-piece band, which is loud. I mean, they were really good. They were really good, but they were loud. And we are screaming at the top of our lungs to hear each other like 1 foot apart. And was I smart enough to walk out into the hall and down the hall and talk? Like, obviously not, because now I can't talk today. So you got to be physically prepared for these events. Make sure you can either handle being on your feet all day, make sure you wear the right shoes, drink plenty of water, eat smart, get plenty of sleep the night before, get yourself physically prepared. This is a 3-day event. That's 3 days of nonstop if you're going to do it right. I mean, comes around once a year, right? If I don't make the most of every minute of these 3 days of this event, that didn't make any sense. There's more people than I can talk to and meet and hang out with. And so you got to be physically prepared to constantly be up and on the go and meeting people and looking for opportunities. In my case, now that I think about it, I should look at opportunities for me too, but I'm looking for opportunities for my clients. So my brain is always thinking about all the different situations and the needs and where they're at and what they need. And I'm bringing people over and connecting, and you got to meet him and you got to meet her and you got to do this. And, since I'm not a technical, understatement, anyone knows me, I'm like not a technical guy at all. I got my old, my iPhone, this, I don't even know if it's from this century, but this old iPhone 4 where the Facebook Live doesn't even work on it. So I don't do any email or social media or anything on my phone, but I put the Facebook on it thinking, why am I doing it boring here in my office like I do every day? I will do this like right at the location and talk to some people and hang out, and like you can like be there with me. And iPhone 4 apparently, or whatever the software version is or something, you can't even do Facebook Live on it. So bummer. Maybe this will get me to update and get the newest iPhone, what is 6, 7, 8? I don't know what they have now, but it's something better than 4, I'm sure. So maybe this will get me to do that, because then you won't have to either not watch me at all, which you can do, or not have to see me every single day. I got to be on my laptop. My doesn't work on my phone, so I can't even hang out by my pool and do it, or when I'm speaking at an event or traveling around. And yeah, I got to break down and get a new phone. Okay, phone. I know I love what people call a phone. The only thing they don't do on it is call anybody, right? But I'll get a new camera that they call an iPhone, and I'd be able to, I believe, I ought to be able to figure out how to do the Facebook Live on that. But for now, doing it here, getting ready to head over there for another spectacular day. I got another client who wasn't there yesterday who's coming today, so I'm going to hook him up and introduce him to people, and he's already told me a few people he wants to meet, and I'm just having a blast. And and I had a conversation, a former client who is now high up with a former strategic partner of mine, came over and had a conversation, and it could lead to something big, some big news coming out of this. We'll see, maybe nothing, maybe something, but that was another cool thing that happened. So, these things happen more than they could ever happen on a phone call or a text. That nonsense. Get yourself out to the live events, but be mentally, physically prepared and ready to go for the events. Know your goals, who you want to meet, what you want to get, what you want to get out of it, what you're looking for, what resources you want to find, what people you want to connect with, and be physically prepared to handle the multiple days, if it is, of most decent events, multiple days, long hours, long after the event ends. There's going to be these dinners and networking, and if you just go up to your hotel room and collapse because, oh, it's been a long day already, you're missing out on when some of the biggest deals and biggest conversations get made, even if we got to scream at the top of our lungs to have these conversations. I was hanging out with a couple of guys who were from Budapest, Hungary. I'm like, Budapest, Hungary, and you came here just for this? Yeah. Oh, well, he's from New Jersey originally, stopped off to see my mom on the way. But yeah, pretty much we come here every year. It's our 6th year. And we get a lot out of it, meet people. And it just made me cringe and think like, yeah, but what about all the excuses you hear from people right here in the U.S.? They can hop on a plane and be here in a few hours. And don't get out to these events. And if you don't get all the way out, if you're on the East Coast or way up north, you don't get all the way out here to Arizona for an event. Like, it's got to be an event somewhere within a few hours of you. You got to get to these events. There's nothing replaces being at the events. Lloyd Irvin, who I don't know if you're still on here, Lloyd, but he was on here at the beginning. That's where do you think I met him? I met him at a conference, at a live event. We became friends, and I learned a ton from him. And he's and his wife is spectacular. I mean, just, you know, great connections there. And I met people through him and brought clients to him, and, you know, a great relationship. But I don't think it was going to come from doing a Facebook thing to him. Like, go meet these people in person. Anyway, that's it. Enough. Don't want to beat a dead horse. Day 2. Save my voice a little as well. Thank you for the things flying across. Who's ever doing that? I love it. Thank you very much. Thank to Faith, Lloyd for being here. Anyone else watching on the replay? I'm heading out to the event now. When I get back tonight, I will put this all over the place on my blog and podcast and YouTube like I usually do. But I'm going to wait till I get back tonight, because right now I got to get over there and have another spectacular day, make things happen. If you're going to be there, come and find me. I'm going to be in the booths area. Easy to find. I'm the bald guy with the glasses in the booths area, and I'm not going to be inside the room and all that nonsense. I'm not going to be, you know, I walk by people on a break and their thing, text messaging thing on their phone. I'm like, dude, there's like, what are you doing? Why'd you come here if you're going to do that while you're here? So, you know, I purposely don't have any of that on my phone to do that. I almost never plug my phone in. So I'm there in person at an in-person event to see in-person people. And you can see the sunglasses, the glasses are doing the sunglass thing, because the sun comes right in here in paradise every day in my office. So anyway, that's it. Over and out. Heading out to the event. If you're going to be there, come and find me. Put a comment in here. Karen Parker, how are you doing? Great seeing you. Fantastic. Speaking of live events, that's where I met you. Met you in, what was it called? What's the Palm Springs? Palm Springs, California, at the annual owners conference for the door-to-door sales company I was with for 9 years. And I think I met you moments before you met one of my just greatest people I ever met in life, who became your husband. I mean, you two just hit it off right away. It was so awesome to see. And like, see, that stuff only happens in person, people. It can change your life. You never know. Get out to these live events, get there, meet people in person. You never know what's going to happen. You might meet someone awesome like Karen Parker. All right, gotta go. Heading out to the event. Karen, thanks so much for being here. Faith, Lloyd, anyone else watching on the replay, have a fantastic day as well. I'll be back again tomorrow with another daily Facebook Live video. Over and out. Thanks for being here.